Imagine a pipeline, not just any pipeline, but one that stretches over 3,500 miles. This pipeline, my friends, is a real game changer. It promises to carry natural gas from the heart of Nigeria all the way to Morocco, and maybe even to Europe. We're talking about a lot of gas here, enough to power millions of homes and businesses. This is the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline, an ambitious project with the potential to transform Africa's energy landscape. This is a story that goes beyond pipes and gas. It's a story of connecting nations, boosting economies, and providing energy to those who need it most. This pipeline represents the hope for a brighter future, a future where energy poverty is a thing of the past. But like any good story, this one has its share of challenges and obstacles. From the vast Sahara Desert to the rough waters of the Atlantic Ocean, this pipeline faces all sorts of hurdles. Security concerns, political instability, and the sheer scale of the project make it a massive undertaking. But hey, as they say, anything worth having is worth fighting for, right? So, buckle up, my friends, as we dive into the fascinating world of the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline. Get ready to explore the dreams, the challenges, and the potential impact of this ambitious endeavor. Trust me, this is one pipeline story you don't want to miss. Let's talk about Nigeria. This giant of West Africa is sitting on a gold mine, not the shiny kind, but something even more valuable in today's world, natural gas. Nigeria has the largest gas reserves in Africa, but here's the catch: it needs a way to get it to those who need it. That's where the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline comes in, a pipeline that could turn Nigeria's gas into a major source of income and development. Now let's hop over to Morocco. This North African nation is booming, but it faces a major problem: energy dependence. Morocco imports over 90% of its energy needs. It's like depending on your neighbor for your morning coffee every day. Not ideal, right? The Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline offers Morocco a chance to secure its energy supply, boost its economy, and become a key player in the regional energy market. But this pipeline isn't just about Nigeria and Morocco, it's about the little guys too. Think about the 11 other West African countries the pipeline will cross. Countries like Senegal, Ghana, and Ivory Coast. We're talking about bringing much-needed energy to over 400 million people, my friends. That's like powering up a whole continent. So you see, this pipeline is a win-win for everyone involved. It's about turning natural resources into opportunities, building bridges instead of walls, and creating a brighter future for generations to come. Now that's a cause worth supporting. This pipeline isn't just some crazy idea someone scribbled on a napkin. This project has some serious weight behind it. We're talking major league support, the African Union and ECOWAS. These organizations see the potential of this project to unite the continent and boost economic development. They're like cheerleaders, rooting for the pipeline and giving it international credibility. And it's not just talk, my friends. Nigeria's NNPC and Morocco's On-Hym, the big energy players in their respective countries, are leading the charge. They're the quarterbacks of this operation, calling the plays and making sure things get done. They've already conducted feasibility studies, planned the route, and are working on securing the financing. These guys are serious about making this pipeline happen. But wait, there's more. International partners are also lining up to get in on the action. Companies from Europe, Asia, and elsewhere see the potential benefits and are eager to invest. It's like a giant energy domino effect, and the Nigeria-Morocco pipeline is the first tile to fall. With all this political and institutional support, this pipeline has a real shot at success. It's a testament to what can happen when countries come together with a common goal. It's about shared dreams, shared aspirations, and a belief in a brighter future for Africa. That's what I call the power of unity. Alright folks, time for a reality check. This pipeline is ambitious, no doubt, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. This project faces some serious challenges, obstacles that could derail the whole thing if they're not addressed. We're talking about a bumpy ride through some of the toughest terrain on the planet, both literally and figuratively. First up, security. The pipeline will cross through some pretty rough neighborhoods, especially in the Sahel region, where armed groups and instability are a constant threat. Protecting this pipeline will be like trying to guard a giant, very expensive snake in a jungle. Not easy, folks, not easy at all. Then there's political instability. Some of the countries this pipeline will cross have a history of, shall we say, unpredictable governments. Coups, corruption, and policy changes can throw a wrench in even the best-laid plans. It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. You never know what's going to happen next. And let's not forget the technical and financial hurdles. Building a pipeline of this scale is no walk in the park. It requires massive amounts of money, cutting-edge technology, and a ton of coordination between multiple countries. It's like trying to organize a potluck dinner in 13 countries, where everyone speaks a different language and has their own ideas about what to bring. Complicated is an understatement. The Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline is facing some serious headwinds, my friends. Overcoming these challenges will require a Herculean effort. But hey, if there's one thing we know about humans, it's that we love a challenge. So let's see if this pipeline can defy the odds and become a symbol of African ingenuity and resilience. Section 5. Shifting Sands. The energy market's impact on the pipeline. The energy world is always changing, my friends. What's hot today might be old news tomorrow, and the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline is right in the middle of this energy roller coaster. The global energy market is changing fast, with renewables on the rise and natural gas facing an uncertain future. The European Union, a major potential customer for the pipeline's gas, is aggressively pursuing renewable energy sources. They're all in on solar panels, wind turbines, and saying goodbye to fossil fuels. This shift to cleaner energy could mean less demand for natural gas, hurting the pipeline's long-term prospects. And as if that weren't enough, Nigeria is also hedging its bets. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket, so to speak. They're also pushing for the Trans-Saharan gas pipeline, another ambitious project that would send gas north through Algeria to Europe. Talk about sibling rivalry. This means the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline faces competition not just from renewables, but from within Africa itself. It's a classic case of supply and demand, and right now future demand for gas is uncertain. So, while the pipeline holds a lot of promise, it's entering a rapidly changing energy landscape. Adapting to these shifting market dynamics will be key to its long-term success. It's like trying to hit a moving target, my friends, and only time will tell if the pipeline can stay ahead of the game. Section 6. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Backup plans for energy security. Let's be real, folks. Relying on just one pipeline for your energy needs is like putting all your eggs in a very fragile basket. That's why Morocco and Nigeria are setting up their backup plans. They're not naive about the challenges and uncertainties surrounding the pipeline, and they're exploring other ways to ensure their energy security. Morocco, always thinking ahead, is going green. They're investing heavily in renewable energy sources like solar and wind power. They're turning the Sahara Desert into a giant solar farm, folks. That's what we call making the best of a bad situation. This diversification strategy gives Morocco options. If the pipeline doesn't go as planned, they have their renewable energy backup plan ready to go. Nigeria, meanwhile, is exploring new markets for its vast gas reserves. They're looking beyond Europe, eyeing potential customers in Asia and other parts of Africa. They're like the popular kid in school. Everyone wants a piece of what they have. This diversification of export markets reduces Nigeria's dependence on a single pipeline or region, making its energy future more secure. These alternative strategies are smart moves by both countries. They demonstrate a practical approach to energy planning, recognizing that in an uncertain world, it's always wise to have a plan B or even a plan C up your sleeve. Because when it comes to energy security, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Section 7, A Tale of Two Rivals, the Geopolitics of Gas in North Africa. Let's talk geopolitics, my friends, because behind every big infrastructure project, there's always a good old rivalry brewing, and the Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline is no exception. This pipeline isn't just about energy, it's about power, influence, and who gets to be the top dog in the North African gas game. In this corner, we have Morocco, the ambitious newcomer, looking to establish itself as a key energy hub. They're like the new kid on the block who just opened a successful business and is ready to take on the established players. And in the other corner, we have Algeria, the veteran gas heavyweight used to calling the shots in the region. They've been Europe's gas supplier for decades, but now they see Morocco trying to muscle in on their turf. The Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline is a direct challenge to Algeria's dominance. It offers an alternative route for African gas to reach European markets, potentially cutting into Algeria's market share. Things are about to get interesting. This rivalry adds another layer of complexity to the pipeline project. It's not just about technicalities and economics anymore, it's about political maneuvering, strategic alliances, and a lot of behind-the-scenes jostling for position. It's like a chess match, my friends, with each country making its move and anticipating the other's next move. The outcome of this rivalry remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure, the stakes are high and the competition is fierce. The Nigeria-Morocco gas pipeline has become a pawn in a much larger geopolitical game, and the outcome will have major implications for the future of North Africa's energy landscape. Section 8. The Countdown. Will the pipeline meet the challenges of tomorrow? The Nigeria-Morocco pipeline is a race against time, my friends. It's a race to overcome technical challenges, navigate political complexities, and secure the necessary funding. But perhaps most importantly, it's a race against the clock of climate change and the global shift towards cleaner energy sources. The world is waking up to the urgency of reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. The warning is clear, my friends, and it's written in greenhouse gases. The transition to a low-carbon future is accelerating, and projects like this pipeline, while potentially beneficial in the short term, are facing increasing scrutiny and skepticism. The question is, can the Nigeria-Morocco pipeline adapt to this changing energy landscape? Can it become a bridge to a cleaner energy future, perhaps by incorporating carbon capture technologies or by facilitating the development of renewable energy sources alongside the gas infrastructure? Time is running out, and the pipeline supporters must demonstrate that this project is not a relic of the past, but a stepping stone to a more sustainable energy future. They must convince investors, governments, and the public that the pipeline can be part of the solution, not the problem. The whole world is watching, my friends. The Nigeria-Morocco pipeline is at a crossroads, and the choices made today will determine whether it becomes a symbol of progress or a cautionary tale of missed opportunities. Section 9. Conclusion. A pipeline of hope, a future yet to be written. Here we are, my friends. The Nigeria-Morocco pipeline, a story of ambition, challenges, and the constant pursuit of energy security. It's a story that doesn't yet have a clear ending, a story still being written in the sands of time. Will this pipeline become a reality, a symbol of hope and progress for Africa? Or will it succumb to the many challenges it faces, a testament to the complexities of international development? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, however. This pipeline represents the aspirations of millions of people across Africa, people who long for a better future, a future with access to affordable and reliable energy. It's a reminder that even in the face of adversity, hope endures, and the human spirit, just like the pipeline itself, strives to overcome obstacles and connect us to a brighter tomorrow. The future of the Nigeria-Morocco pipeline hangs in the balance, a testament to the challenges and opportunities of our time. Whether it succeeds or fails, the lessons learned from this bold undertaking will undoubtedly shape the future of energy in Africa and beyond.